A girl always means what she says unless she says something that means something else, in which case she doesn't mean what she says. She means what you should know she meant when she said what she didn't actually mean. You know what I mean? Maybe not, or maybe you do, but allow me to explain. Sometimes a woman will say something with an underlying meaning, and if you don't know that meaning, you might end up in a situation you would prefer to avoid. This often happens when you're being put to the test. She could be testing you to see if you're a good partner for a future relationship, to see how you're doing in current relationship with her, or even to test you outside of any relationship, just to get to know your true character. No matter which situation you find yourself in, it's vital to be able to recognize signs she is testing you. So here are 5 of the biggest ones. Number 1, she puts you in charge. This could be done in a variety of situations. Maybe you're making plans together and you have to choose the event. Maybe you ask her if you really have to attend her very big family's 4th of July barbecue. Maybe you are both discussing if you should see each other or save it for another time. No matter the case, if she says it's up to you, this is a big fat sign that you're being tested. Is it really up to you? Yes. Should you make your decision based off of you? Absolutely not. This is all about being able to show that you know and understand this girl. I'm sure you have an idea of what she would prefer, and this is your moment to reflect that. If you decide on something that is totally against her internal wishes, she's going to think you're either selfish or don't know her very well, and honestly, she may have a point. Look at it through her eyes and come up with an acceptable solution that leaves you both happy. Number 2, her face doesn't match her words. Pay attention, fellas, because this one is one of the biggest signs out there. The passive aggressive sign. The sign that sparks fights, the sign of the end of the world. Okay, maybe not the end of the world, but maybe the end of your time together. The most typical way she will share this sign is by saying, "It's fine." When she doesn't look fine, it's when she tells you that she's cool, but she looks like she is shooting daggers at you through her eyeballs. It is when she says, "Don't worry about it," but you have a feeling in your gut that says you should be very, very worried. This is when you've done something wrong. Go back, figure out what it is, and fix it. You need a makeup test ASAP. Number 3, she starts to ask a lot of hypothetical questions. The world of imagination is just that, another world. It's great to explore the options of what if, but we have to be careful what we decide to do in real life. If this girl starts to ask you about a lot of imaginary situations, you can be sure that her imagination is running wild, wondering what you're going to respond. This is a test. Some of these questions might sound like, what if you're single? What if we're married? What if your ex had never moved out of state? Tread lightly and think through your responses carefully. Number 4, she subtly asks for proof of something. Many times when we are being tested, it's because there's a lack of trust or knowledge of something. This could also be a lack of certainty in a relationship, doubts about your loyalty or capabilities, or even distrust unrelated to you that comes from their past relationship baggage. She might ask to see a picture, your account, or a message you mentioned in order to ensure you are being honest. While it isn't a great move on her part, your response is key. If you show her you have nothing to hide, the test will smack her back in the face. If you deny it, well, I would think you're hiding something too. Number 5, she offers you something that goes against her personality. A girl offering you a gift, a ride home, or a bite of her pizza is great. A girl suddenly offering you the weekend to yourself in case you don't feel like seeing her, that's not great. That's a test. If she starts throwing out offers that simply seem suspicious and doesn't make any sense, be careful. It's very likely that she's only doing so to observe how you respond. Overall, testing someone else isn't exactly the bee's knees of nice things to do, but there are some warranted reasons as to why it happens. This girl might just need a bit more information from you before she decides to fully commit, or she may be coming from a hurtful past and wants to protect herself. Try to give her the benefit of the doubt if you see these signs at first. After all, if you're an honest person, you shouldn't have any issues passing these so-called tests. Now go ace those exams, but do let me know what's going to be on the test so then I don't have to stress out for the final exam. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a like and maybe consider subscribing for more weekly uploads. And as always, thanks for watching.